The stronger the doubt, the less likely it is that one will act upon a belief. And that's the key to virtually every intervention. How do you instill doubt? So I divide people into the micro and the macro. Micro strategies are one-on-one engagements, and macros are like propaganda campaigns. So one thing you could do, for example, would be to say, so you come from evangelical Christian background? Is it a good thing for Mormons to doubt their faith? Is it a good thing for Mormons to doubt that Joseph Smith was a prophet? Yes or no? Yeah, I'm assuming they'll say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it a good thing? You don't have to stick with the Abrahamic traditions, but I was going to use Islam or what have you. And so you can just go around. So if it's a good thing for these traditions to cultivate doubt or have doubt, and this is a version of John W. Loftus's outsider test for faith, should it be a good thing for us to seriously entertain doubt? What does that mean for us to doubt? Even, you don't even have to talk about doubt in terms of, look, doubt this belief. But if you frame it so that doubt is a virtue, once you do that, then you've shifted the narrative. You've shifted the defensive mechanisms. So you're not invoking a defensive posture when it comes to talking about a particular belief. You're talking about, doubt. Should one have doubt? Why or why not? So you're trying to change it from a negative to a positive. So it's kind of like initial groundwork. No, there's no magic bullet. There's no one strategy that it's going to work. We need the suite of strategies. Richard has his kind of strong, in your face, and that resonates with a lot of people, and that works incredibly well. And I would actually argue that that works very well on a macro level. Colbert, Bill Maher, Ricky Gervais, broad scale ridicule of beliefs. But I see no evidence, or I shouldn't say no evidence, I see very, very little evidence that in one-on-one engagements, interactions, that's a way to either facilitate doubt or help people want to revise their beliefs, because that's the backfire effect. Mockery has a place at the macro level. Mockery has a place, TV, radios, podcasts. I don't think it has any place in one-on-one discussions with people, because what happens is people will hunker down. They'll invoke defensive postures. It will be more difficult for them to revise their beliefs. So if we meet in a coffee shop, I build rapport, and that the intervention should be between 5 and 10 minutes, it depends. And what kind of coffee you're drinking, where you're from. I try to get to know about you as a person, and then I can have a better idea, a better picture of you three-dimensionally. I almost never ever challenge or question the conclusion that somebody has. And a conclusion would be, Jesus rose from a tomb, Muhammad flew. Whatever the conclusion is, it's not about a conclusion, it's about the way people got there. So that's moral epistemology, how people come to moral knowledge, how they know what they think they know in the moral sphere. So people have built-in defensive mechanisms for conclusions, and they also have responses that they give, apologetics, things they've been trained in. But ways to come to knowledge have almost no defensive mechanisms. So that's the way to the belief. The way to the belief is through the process of knowing. People change their mind from a point of view of safety. In a micro intervention, in a one-on-one, it's not the same with macro. So, there are people who specialize, like advertisers, Madison Avenue, who specialize in propaganda campaigns, large scale. I don't do that. That's not my shtick. My shtick is one-on-one. We can talk about principles and mechanisms for those macro interventions, but I think that we haven't really thought about how to do this at the ground level. I'll give you my sincere opinion. We have spent way too much time and way too much effort thinking about William Lane Craig. The average churchgoer never even heard of William Lane Craig. We shouldn't be thinking about William Lane Craig. He's irrelevant. What is relevant is the average person in the pews, and that's who we need to help. That's who we need to help become more reflective and more thoughtful about their God beliefs. There are a lot of things operative when you speak to somebody at any one time, and if you really want to help people, then you have to see it in yourself first. I'll give you a quick example. I gave a talk at Portland State University a few years ago, and I had some overtly hostile religious people come, and I really listened to them. And I just bent over backwards to listen, and I caught so much flack for that. And I caught so much flack, people like, why didn't you get them? Or, get on to them. But if you want to see those behaviors in other people, you have to model them yourself. So if you want someone to listen to you, you need to listen to them. And too often, and then again, that plays into the angry atheist narrative. So you're angry without God, how could you do this? And so too often, and now more than ever, we've gone down the road of incivility, and that's helped nobody.